Alright, so let's do a little review from last week's lesson. We had our beginning moves, our beginning bum ditty or clawhammer move. Remember, that's pick, strum, and we learned 3 chords. We've got our G chord, our C chord, and our D7 chord. Now we're going to use those to actually play through the chords of a song. We're going to start with a traditional tune called Boil Them Cabbage Down. This song has its roots in minstrelsy music from the Civil War period, a song that, like many, has survived through the oral tradition and has become a standard in traditional Appalachian music in old-time and bluegrass circles. I'll play through it and then kind of break it down. We're just going to play the chords through for the first half of this lesson. And then we're going to get into picking the melody notes on the second half. So if we break that down, we're playing 2 beats per chord. Starting on our G chord, we're going to play that for 2 beats. Then we're transitioning to our C chord for 2 beats. Back to our G. To our D7 for 2 beats. Back to G, the tune starting over. C. And then the ending is what's a little bit different. We're going to have 1 beat on our G chord, 1 beat on our D7th chord, and then 2 beats on our G chord. So if we play through that again, we'll play through it a little bit slower. We'll do it together here. You can play along with the video. We're going to go 1, 2, ready, go. Once you get the hang of that, you can start moving over and picking the actual melody notes of this song. So far we've just been playing the chords. If somebody was wanting to play the song on another instrument or just sing it, you could play those chords behind them and that would sound just fine. If it came your turn to actually pick out the notes that that person would be singing, you're going to want to be playing the melody notes. So we're going to start, the melody notes are actually going to start on the 2nd string. It's a B note, as in boy. Open 2nd string. So you're going to do the same clawhammer move, you're just going to move your finger up to the 2nd string to start. Just like that. So we're going to do that for 2 beats. It's the same note both times. So open 2nd string. Then of course we're going to make our C chord. And we're going to pick still the 2nd string. That's going to be the beginning of our bum ditty. And we're going to do that 2 times. Back to our G chord, same strings, open 2nd string. Here's where chord. We're going to lift our finger up and bring it to the 3rd string. Going back to the G chord, we're going back to the 2nd string. C chord, stay on your 2nd string. And then the ending, of course, is a little bit different. We're going to hit the G chord on our 2nd string. We make our D7th chord. We're going to switch over to the 3rd string with our picking finger. And then, to end, we're going to end on our root note, which is a G note. So we're going to have to end on an open 3rd string. So I'll play through that for you at a slow pace. You can do that along with the video if you'd like. Go. Ready, go. If you're having a little trouble switching strings when it comes to starting your bum ditty or your clawhammer, there's a good exercise you can practice, kind of like walking up and down a set of steps or climbing a ladder. You're going to start on the 1st string and do your bum ditty, then move to the 2nd string, 3rd string, to the 4th string, and then work your way back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can sit and practice that over and over, just like this. That'll help you get used to transferring your finger away from the 1st string onto the other strings, because your melody notes are not always going to be found on the 1st string. They're going to be found on all 4 of these strings. The only string we won't ever really note is going to be our 5th string. A lot of times you'll find progressive players, a lot of times in bluegrass music, you'll see people come up and note the 5th string when they're picking, but that's not going to be something that we'll be covering too much in this class.